What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Kanto Hunt. In the last episode of this, oh, wait, is it working properly? I don't know if it is. Okay, there we go. Looks like it's working now. Yeah, in the last one of this, we changed our targets over to Charmander instead of Nidoran, and we got to a chain of 31, so the encounter rate should be a bit better. I also grind up a bunch of Ultra Balls between streams, so that way I don't have to worry about grinding money between it. Without further ado, let's get started. And how's it going, Star Stripe? Yeah, that's a Melmetal behind us. I'm gonna switch over to Moltres, actually. Big ol' fish. Then we go for a big ol' fish next. Has to make a wrong turn. Nice. You get any souvenirs, like a pair of chopsticks or something? I'm being genuine. Like, my uncle, when he visited Japan, brought back like a pair of like Pokemon inscribed chopsticks, and I basically use them every time I eat Chinese food nowadays. Demon Slayer figures, nice. There's the Charmander. Yeah, Charmander should be a bit easier to catch in this route, which is why I'm here instead of the cave. Yeah, we won't even need the berries, it looks like. Mystery boxes. Also, as of right now, I'm solo, as you can probably tell, because there's no other voices. But Dark might join us later. Nezuko and Gome? I'm probably butchering those names. Nezuko sounds familiar. Is that the one that has the bamboo in their mouth? Or am I mixing up my characters? That's right, I thought I got the shiny. That looked yellow in my eyes. We're about to say that was a fast one. Blind one. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it, so I don't know if it, like, one's blind unless it's like blatantly obvious, like a blindfold or some kind. That's the wrong yellow bipedal lizard thing. You know, I know that's technically an armadillo. Oh boy. Don't blame me, I don't watch it. Where's the next Charmander? There it is. I mean, it's a bit hard to do that while my audio is being caught on a stream. So, probably have to look into that after, maybe. I mean, you could probably put little dashes to, like, properly pronounce it, kind of. Kind of like how a, dictionary, puts their I don't know. How a dictionary puts in their pronunciations. Yeah, I'm malfunctioning. So, do you think we're gonna get Charmander today? Since it spawns in a lot faster than Nidoran? Yeah, the ring is now green. Nezuko? Guillaume? I hope I'm saying those right. So I'm kind of happy that Charmander is finally being an easy catch. It's like 65 catches to do so. At least now I got that down to a number. Catch it about 60 to something times and it'll be a bit easier and easier routes. I've been debating like getting back into anime a little bit. Like, you know that like a series I watched through like is gonna get a new season in October, which was like Spy X Family. So I'll probably get back into it definitely around then. Nice. He's getting women. Yeah, meanwhile I'm here just catching lizards. Okay, good thing I threw the ball when I did. I think it's about to run. Charizard. I mean, I guess kind of. And then Charchameleon. My least favorite shiny? Yeah, think about that for a moment. I feel like it would have to be one of the pink ones. Like, because some of them just didn't need the color palette to be pink. What was... Yeah, either a pink one or one that barely changes. You're still doing this to me. We gotta put all of it on the line. Ah. Yeah, if there are more people here, I could probably do a few mini games for you guys. Like, if we had, like, probably like 5 or 6 more people here, I could have done a, Battle Royale, which rewards a bit of money. What's wrong with Pidgeot? I like the golden hair. We're going up a Vomit Bird. I'm pretty sure the closest thing would probably be Firo, because I'm pretty sure it is like Vomit Green. Yeah, every time about Firo, it's like right there in the thing, like right next to Moltres. I can go with you on that one. Firo has a pretty bad shiny, like it's a bit of a mix between the Vomit Green and Yellow. Like they should have kept the bright gold that Spearow had. Yeah, I can't really think of any least favorites. Other than shinies that you can barely tell. Oh, nice. How'd it go? Now, Pikachu is not hard on the spot. The orange is actually pretty good in the recent games. One time for like a bad one would be something like Slowpoke. Don't get results the next week. But like, how did you perform? You feel like, or did you feel like you were like flying past a bunch of people? Were you getting a lot of shots on nets? Did you get a lot of 3-pointers, a lot of dunks? Like, don't sell yourself short. I mean, if the ball was never passed to you, that's not really on you. Think of like in drills where everyone got the ball for a bit. Because trust me, I was in the same boat when hockey. I barely got the puck. And I barely scored, but I was really good on my back check. So I was good on, like, a winger for defense. What? Okay, I don't know where the only zero to break counts. I mean, most sports are about an hour. Like, most hockey games are about an hour, and I only hit the ice about, like, 6 times. It's like 2 times per, like, each, like, shift. Or, not shift, every period. You know, other people are going, like, 4 times a period. So I wasn't the best, but I was at least putting my part when I was on. Just what? Okay, I might be a bit out of the current meme meta if they added new stuff. Yeah, back in my day, we called that Rick rolling. Not quite sure what that means. Not quite sure who that is, but I'm gonna have to look up that name, aren't I? Let's see. What? I do not look like that. I do not look like that. I can't really play songs like on a stream for multiple reasons. One of the main ones being copyright. Running. Alright, see you, Star Stripe. And thanks for stopping by. It's all about timing. Now, the main benefit of this hunt compared to others is that Charmander spawns in constantly when I reach a certain chain. Meaning I don't have to wait for the next spawn. Which I guess can make it kind of easier once you hit the, like, required number. But even so. That shot up there looked a little weird. It's just a Firo. Gotta wait for the right moments. Right there. What was that throw? I don't know why it went like a mile away. Where's the next Charmander? Oh, there it is. Yeah, once we get a chain of 100, I'm gonna switch balls over to the Pokeball and see if it's able to capture that. Because it would save me a lot of currency if I can just use Pokeballs. it's pretty quiet now. Yeah, just wait for it to attack. How's it going, Dark? Oh, let me get in the feast here quick. How's it going, Dark?
Hi.
I'm lonely.
Is there nobody here?
Not right now. Like, Star Stripe was here a bit earlier, but it's been a bit quiet for a bit. So how have you been?
Fine. Not really doing anything right now.
Probably gonna go on Flux, I'm guessing.
I mean, I haven't today, but I could.
Yeah, you do what I'm doing, kind of like re-team building. Run from the Charmander.
Not really sure what I should, like, get for another team.
I mean, it's up to you. Like, you could always just, like... There are still some areas you haven't gone to, like, for example, the daycare.
No, I've been there. The
Oh, no.
island place I've been to.
Oh yeah, one thing I did find out is there actually is a way to get a pseudo legendary if you collect every mon in the dex. Like, up to date.
Which one's that?
Remember that little griffin thing? It's like brownish?
Yeah.
That thing.
The champion has one.
Yeah, basically you complete the dex and the professor who gave you your starter will give you one.
Oh, okay.
So that's something you could work on.
It wouldn't take that long.
Yeah, it's like 170 something Pokemon.
It would probably take like a day from grinding.
Yeah, if you're full grinding. Not to mention all the evolutions. Your mic.
I feel like they're mostly just level ups though.
Yeah, but there are a few that are kind of tricky, I believe. Like, yeah, find out which ones are stone evolutions, if there's any other trait evolutions. I know that Hitmon... Yeah, I know, like, Tyrogue's in, so you gotta deal with the whole Hitmon situation.
That's easy, it's just level up. It's 25. When riding on a bike, surfing were normal.
That's how it works?
Yes.
I thought it was like the whole tricky EV situation.
No. They made it so that when it gets to level 25, if you're on a bike, it turns into that one. If you're surfing, it turns into the water one. And if you're just running around, then it turns into the dash one.
Yeah, no, like, shiny hunt the dex then if you think it's that easy.
I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe after I get the whole normal deck.
Yeah, my end, I am trying to train up the two Draxi to their final stages. And also EV train them.
Yeah, I EV trained most of, like, not all of my team, but, like, my starters. The best I could, at least.
Yeah, it's not an easy
Even though-
task.
I am trying to get another Maz. So I can... I'm trying to get another Maz so I can evolve it and make it like a catching mon. Because I know it has sleep powder and...
Is yours
also-
female or male?
Yeah, that's the thing, it's male. I need to get a female
I
one
need
somehow.
to get... I, like, put some into the GTS. Like, I put some female Draxi into GTS asking for female starters of the ones I don't have yet. So hopefully someone will go for it since, like, it's a Draxi that's female. And it's a
I
fairly
doubt it,
simple thing
though.
to get.
I don't think so, because everybody's playing Draxi out there. Nobody could get along.
Female Draxi for a somewhat easy mon to get.
Is it hard to get female?
They're more coveted.
Pretty sure it's just like a 50-50 shot, though.
It is a 50-50 shot, but if you accidentally grab the male Draxi at the start, you have no way to get another. There's no Ditto, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
That's why when I was stopping saying, I made sure to grab a female.
I got a female and a shiny.
Both my shinies are female. Did you not see the photo?
Yeah, I know.
This marks Charmander number 100. Yeah, Charmander's like going like pretty quickly because of like the whole if you're over this amount of chain, it's guaranteed to spawn type of situation.
Are you just gonna keep catching Charmander until you find it this
Yes.
time?
And at least the ring's green now, so it's a bit easier.
Right.
Thanks to my little tactic of waiting until it attacks the throw, I am saving up on Pokeballs. Although right now, let's see. It's a yellow ring.
I think you should be fine. You'll probably get it in a yellow ring.
Yeah. It's better to get into the green ring, but honestly, it'll probably get into the green ring after like another 10 or 20.
Yeah.
And I have 800 Pokeballs. I need to burn through these. Just gotta wait for the proper throwing time. You're not a Charmander. You're the car of the one I want, though.
You want to study a Charmander?
Quick, someone give me a match. I'll turn into a shiny Charmander.
What?
Light the tip of its tail on fire, then it's a shiny Charmander.
Oh, it doesn't work like that.
Oh, yellow bipedal has a flame on the end of his tail. Basically a shiny Charmander. And I missed. Still caught. Here's the real question. Do we keep going for Charmander or do we get the first?
You could.
So I wonder how SGT is doing in that situation.
Where is SPP?
You don't remember in the group chat?
Oh, right. Is he still doing that?
Probably. I mean, that might mean he was successful.
Surprising.
Yeah, if he says he's successful, we gotta change his name to Giga Chat instead of Anime Girl. Save him the dignity. Then we immediately hit the subs and he has to wear the maid outfit.
Yep.
It'd be kind of funny if like we had this whole chain going that Charizard spawns in.
I mean, that works too.
Yep. Missions failed successfully. Of course, I won't really be able to tell because they're high up. Yeah, I'm hoping I get at least one today so I can possibly get my Switch back. I haven't been able to touch it.
Yep.
I've been seeing a lot of Mario Kart World videos and I want to play the game a bit. This Donkey Kong Bonanza is like right around the corner.
That is true.
Of course, that'll probably be more of a B-Day thing than anything else. It's like a month after. Because yeah, in almost like exactly a month from now, it will be my birthday, so.
Getting close.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen then. Like, either I'm just gonna be spending it here with maybe a few friends, or I don't know if my parents are planning to surprise me with a trip. Oh, it broke out. Oh. Got caught.
That would have been bad.
Yep. Of course, you get a few moments to run beforehand. Like, it doesn't, like, really ditch you the second that it happens. You have enough time to run, but not enough time to throw another ball. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think we're gonna get Charmander today at this rate?
We're not gonna stop until you get it. Eventually you will.
Eventually. I mean, like, what about seeing like a 1 in 300 and something when you have like the max chain and incense on? Or it's like 1 in 500?
I don't really look at the odds of things on these games.
Why?
Unless I'm hunting for things, I don't really look at it.
But I am hunting for things.
Yeah, you. I haven't hunted in that game in a while.
Why not? It's like honestly like one of the more simpler games to hunt in. Because it's really just catching mons, which is the whole point of the game.
Yeah. I could, I just haven't in a little bit.
Yeah, why didn't you hunt like Squirtle or something while I'm hunting Charmander?
Why Squirtle and not Bulbasaur?
Because Bulbasaur's an easy one. How's it going, Monkey Boys? Right now going for Charmander.
Got more people now.
100 on the chain right now.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, eventually it'll turn yellow. Or we could just light one of the sandstone on fire and call it a day.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Probably easier.
It's kind of funny that not only is there a Pokemon that looks very similar to like the color palette of Shiny Charmander, but it's also the same body type. So it's like, oh yeah, that's just a rip off of Shiny Charmander right there. Chain of 115.
Stubborn.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like that one Rattata that showed up at like 19.
Most things aren't gonna be like that.
Yeah, because then those that other Rattata that didn't show up to like 991.
Yeah,
Running.
Be like that.
Yeah, if you can time it right with the attack, you can basically make it that it can't get out. Unless like RNG screws you over.
How often does that happen?
Every now and then. Yeah, maybe after we get all the shinies, like in Kanto, we could work on a living dex, like for all those things. I'm blanking the names. The Master Trainers. Because we'll have like one of each mon. Just train up, give it the candies, and bam.
True.
Although I cannot say I'm the first, because I'm pretty sure that title goes to M&J TV. The right moment. The thing is with Chansey, it spawns everywhere when you have chain, so it's bound to phase on something. That's like the only problem with Chansey. Like, it's a decent mon to hunt, and I see like your point behind it. It's just it's literally everywhere when you're in certain areas. So it's like most likely one of those ones that I'll save for a phase than a actual hunt, because it's more likely to happen.
It's just gonna appear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like half the region has Chansey as a rare spawn, which is like when the chain's over 11. Like in this route it works out because it's Charmander, but like in others, yeah, it'll be kind of annoying to hunt down things like Eevee.
Eevee's not that rare.
It is the rare spawn though, but it's mixed with Chansey. Yeah, I know that Viridian Force has like 3, I think. Or maybe just 2. Like Bulbasaur and Pikachu I know are both in there, but I forgot there's a 3rd. Charmander, just turn yellow. By the way, Dark, so what is the thoughts on the Cuphead thing? Like, to those who are in the stream right now, we are playing Cuphead and I actually have everything finished. We're just trying to figure out on when to start it. So there's like context on that.
Yes.
We got everything working, like we figured out how to remote play the game, and also we even had the thumbnail made and all that such.
Yeah, I'm not sure when it's gonna happen though.
Yeah, just planning. I feel like it's gonna be a pretty funny game for you guys to watch.
Maybe for you. Not for me, I'm really painful.
What do you mean for only me? We're gonna be in the same fights.
Not for them. But for us, it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be painful.
Unless like
I've
one is
seen
just
some.
watching the other.
I've seen some of those fights.
Same here.
And they looked difficult when they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, but at the same time, we have a bit of like a skill where if we adapt, we become pros.
Yeah, true.
Like most games that even when people said were difficult, it happens. What's another game that would be good for a two-player one? Because we already know we can't do It Takes Two because, like, for some reason we don't actually own the game was in our library.
I think we got like the demo or something.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't a demo. That was literally just a launcher of some sort to buy the game.
Why would they just make you buy it on the Steam page?
I think it's because I think you knew someone who had the game in your friends list, and because you got it via that method, I was able to get that method. So neither of us actually own the game, but we could join people who have it.
I see.
Which is dumb.
Yeah, that is weird.
I mean, now that we know how remote play works, we could try to see if there's a game where we could split the controls between the two of us.
I do really want to do that though.
Well, it'd be a funny thing to do, like make a single-player game into a multiplayer in some sense. Like, for example, like Kirby would be a good example. Like, one controls the copy ability while other controls movement.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So how many Charmanders do you think it's gonna take, guys? Like in the chat. Mega Series? Dark, do you know what that is? Big, unknowledge on that.
The Pokemon card?
I mean, if you manage to get, like, a new Pokemon card pack, that's actually a pretty good thing. Considering scalpers. Not seeing Charmander. How many will I have to catch before that ring turns green? It's gonna be like 150 or something. Because when the ring is green, it basically means that like any catch within the circle is gonna like click. With like a very low chance of it breaking out. For yellow, you basically have to hit to get it. And even then, it can break out.
It's been quiet for a while. I wonder what SGT is still doing.
I mean,
I need to
maybe
know.
he has a pass for today if he's doing what he said.
I need to know more details. He didn't give much detail.
We need to hear his story.
Yes, we need the story.
I mean, if this goes for long enough, he might show up.
Maybe.
So the only thing I will admit is it's a little bit uncomfortable for me to throw because I did hit my arm into my car door the other day. So yeah, metal on human flesh, not a comfortable impact.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Oh boy. Good caught. Charmander just turned yellow. We tried looking for you in the cave where you looked like you needed vitamin D, but you weren't there.
He wasn't. Yeah. Maybe he is there and he was just sleeping that day.
One thing I'm also realizing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to buy the Mega Stones. What the?
You walk into the cave and you just see him standing there.
He's just there with a bag of Cheetos. Yeah, the more like annoying part of this is I have to wait for the Charmander to swing at the right moments for me to be able to throw, and then I can just break out like that.
Right. What would you do if you messed up and the Charmander ran? And everything just is gone.
Wait, say again?
What would you do if the Charmander managed to run away and everything just is gone?
I would be mad, and then I would probably just pick a different targets.
You'd be like, it's good Charmander, we don't need him anymore.
Like, I'm not dealing with this guy again. Or I'll probably just end it since we've been here for an hour. Like, yeah, screw it. I'm using this switch for something else now. Right, God, I was just about to hit him. Oh wait, the group chat has messages. Oh.
Oh, you just noticed it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm focusing on trying to hit the Charmander bullseye. You're not a Charmander. Sadly.
He's Sandmander.
Sandamander.
Yeah.
Well, that actually sounds like a good name for a mon.
Regional Charmander.
I keep running into random things. For some reason, that one Charmander decided to like book it the second it saw me.
He knew what you were gonna do.
Catch it.
Yeah, he didn't want to be put into a ball.
Well, that's too damn bad. You're going in the ball. See, this one was obedient.
I ain't anywhere but there. System update.
Huh? On the Switch?
Gonna add. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to skip it because it closes the game. Charmander!
Oh, that was quick. Wonder what they added.
Why are they running? Why are they leaving after one ball throw? They're supposed to last two.
They're running away. They're afraid.
What? There's nothing crazy here. There's not like there's a giant fire chicken behind me.
They should feel at ease with that thing. They're all fire.
Birds eat lizards.
He'll be fine.
And fire doesn't exactly work on it.
Right.
Actually, wait a minute. Hot take real quick. If lizards can lose their tails and survive, why doesn't Charmander does it? Does the flame just move up?
You're thinking too hard about that. Why do you think about that?
I don't know, it just popped in my head when we were talking about the whole lizards being eaten by birds. I was like, wait a minute. Lizards lose their tails trying to escape from predators. And Charmander's a lizard.
Hmm.
But at the same time, its flame is its life force at the end of its tail.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
Or is it something weird where the body is what is detached and just grows back from the tail? Yeah, I'm trying to get that image out of your head.
Okay, there's a way to make things more powerful than level 100.
In which game?
The original Fire Red.
It's called EV training.
No, read. That's not make them stronger than 100. That's the EV training. You can still do that.
I mean, technically speaking, in Let's Go, you can make a Magikarp stronger than a Moltres. You know, it's kind of weird that in this game alone, Magikarp just skips on the water surface. Instead of like every other game where it actually swims.
Because this game didn't know what Magikarp didn't know what he was
But so, who's throwing the magic arms to let him skip?
That all the people that catch the magic art.
And where's Arceus skipping fish? Instead of stones.
I mean, he probably would do that.
Wait. Didn't exactly know about that, but I do remember that in some games transferring can make certain mons stronger because they get access to certain moves that they normally couldn't.
That is true.
Like, for example, having a no guard Machamp with Fisher. Meaning guaranteed Okos. One second. If this represents Mankey, then deal something. Okay, the problem fixed itself. I'm basically doing what I did over Tata, where I can't touch the switch until I get the target. And in Charmander's case, it makes more sense. Because you remember how long it took me to get to the chain of 11? We'll admit, though, it's been a while since we got a new shiny.
Forever is taking too long.
Yeah, they're a bit of a pain. I mean, I could always transfer in a Mon that I don't have access to in this game. A few extra Bellsprout in Pokemon Go.
Could do that.
Let's give myself 3 free ones. Actually, I think Coughing's like around right now. Slowpoke, which is not shiny. Fairy, not shiny. Is it Ghastly? Not shiny. Random Grovyle, which I can't even put in this game, not shiny. Finneon,
That would
also.
have been the same.
And then a Lantern, which I'm gonna catch either way because they are good in the meta. Funny if this was a hundo. Nope, it's a bad one.
Oh.
that's what I'm hoping as well. That Charmander can just show up so I can move on. Oh, there it is. Shiny Charmander. We got him. I saw him up there. Where's my yellow boy? Get out of here, Sandshrew. You're the wrong yellow boy.
Oh, poor yellow boy.
Get over here. Shiny Charmander. We got him. Okay, I'm making sure I get this guy. Okay, we could go for a second one if we want. Do we want to go for a second one? Because then it would save us the hassle of trying to get it up for Charmeleon. Charmander is right by Arcanine, and it's very tiny. Go for the second Charmander. We just update the shiny dex counter. From 17 to 18. We got him, and it's a female. Shiny female Charmander.
Oh, it's not bad.
Let's go check the guy out real quick. Also, I gotta give the market.
Okay. I don't know what he did there.
There it is. It's also a small one.
Why did Bro just send up Cloyster and then Terrasilize into a Steel type? What is he planning?
I think there is a move I can learn that's Steel type that I could use. Okay, so it has like pretty good things. It's really got speed and its attack stats, and also has perfect special defense. But the other stats are not the best.
It's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's like a glass cannon. So we're gonna go for the second one now.
Wait, the thing stays, right?
Huh? What do you mean?
The catch thing.
Yeah, the catch combo stays. I don't have to rebuild it.
Yeah, but keep going.
That's all I was saying, like, do we really want to build the chain back up? Okay, this Charmander's being a little pain. Also, real quick before I mix this up again. There we go. Because I didn't know where the Ultra Balls went. So yeah, I am not worried about getting a third one exactly if I have to do that, because we could always just hunt down Charizard as is if we want.
You probably should do. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to do that.
But at the same time, Charizard is like one of the harder catches.
And also true.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully I'm back. Alright, I think I fixed it. Dark, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Seems like everything's working. My Wi-Fi broke. And I think I was out for like a half hour.
Maybe something like that.
Well, we're back. Luckily, Let's Go Pikachu doesn't need Wi-Fi to stay up. But we lost Monkey Boys, sadly. Unless he's in the Discord, I don't know how I could tell him that I fixed it. And yeah, no more icons for now because I don't know if my computer can run both now. Did I miss like too much, or was it literally just dead silent the whole time?
Just nothing. Everybody's gone. Stream froze.
Okay, I don't know if that's me or you, but you sound like you're buffering.
I mean, it might be me, but it might be also your internet.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know.
I don't know either.
And my Wi-Fi just recovered from a heart attack, basically, so...
Yeah, but everybody left after the froze.
And by that, you mean just one person?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying as well, because we had some hype going. We had just gotten the Charmander, and then Wi-Fi cuts out. We pulled a purple cliff. My power went out!
Yeah, that happened.
At least it's a switch, so if that did happen, I would at least still have the Charmander. Is Monkey Boys in the Discord?
I'm not sure.
Maybe you do like a little like at everyone in the general or something, like the stream is back up. Yeah, like, it was so bad that I couldn't even get my phone to connect.
Crazy. Okay.
I don't know how long it'll take us to get another Charmander.
I mean, the streak is still there, so it shouldn't take.
Yeah, it shouldn't take as long. But even so, like, there's about 100 encounters in. I threw one ball. Why is it running? It's supposed to get, like, I think 2 tries at least.
I know there's something here.
I'm the fire type guy.
They don't care.
Again, why are they running after one throw? Charmander, let me catch ya.
Maybe they just don't like Pokemon.
Too bad that's Pikachu's thing, not yours. I swear, if you run. I swear to Arceus, what is going on? That's 3 in a row. Does it again. I'm switching back to Ultra Balls.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on.
try and run. Oh my... Stop it! Why? It did it again! Is Charmander that sassy about the Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Yeah, good looking out of this. As it swats the ball. They're not gonna have Ultra Balls. Ah, Charmander.
Everything's trying to get protect the Charmanders. Get in before the Charmanders.
Get down, Mr. President. Yeah, I will say the starters seem to be a bit simpler than like some of the other mons because like they're rare encounters, so they get guaranteed encounters when you hit it out at a chain of 11.
Right.
I'm feeling Bulbasaur is gonna be like one of the easier ones to chain because of how many spawns can appear in its area, and because like none of the spawns move, so I literally can just stay in place.
Well, they do move.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Caterpie and Weedle and also their evolutions stay still.
If you're in the back, yeah, that's true. But the front area is you can find things that move, like the Pikachu.
Yeah, Pikachu, Pidgey, and Bulbasaur are the only things that move over there. And two of those are rare encounters. The most common things don't move.
Pikachu shows up all the time for me.
Probably they're of a decent sized chain then.
No, I just run into them with no chain and they appear.
But also because I'm pretty sure the like amount of mons that can be on the screen is like close to 50. Yeah, there are a lot of possible spawns in that one area. Which makes it a pretty good hotspot for trying to find Bulbasaur. You know, it's technically the only area you can find Bulbasaur, unlike the other two stars that got extra treatment. Yeah, why is that actually the case? Why do Charmander and Squirtle both get 2 areas, but Bulbasaur only gets 1?
Because Bulbasaur is super early.
That makes it even less sense. The other ones you can at least get a decent level if you go to their second areas. Bulbasaur is always gonna be like level 5.
Yeah.
You know, you can catch like level, I think, like 15 to like almost 20 Charmanders and almost level 30 Squirtles.
Yeah. Which makes no sense, because how are they not evolved?
Everstones. Choosing not to evolve.
They don't have Everstone.
Being pacifists.
What?
I mean, who said the Pokemon were attacking each other down there? You don't see fights.
Yeah, that's true. But then how do you get to level 30?
I don't know. Swimming in the current.
That doesn't base your level.
You get experience from it. Quote unquote.
From just swimming in the current, you get experience.
I mean, swimmers get experience from it. Like, professional swimmers.
Yeah, okay, you think about that, I guess. At that point, you should find like level 100 squirrels.
Here's the real question. Do I make that one Charmander into a Charizard? And just use that as the new flying mon?
You could.
Yeah, the whole team is shiny except for Aerodactyl. Because I need sign to be in the air.
Probably you should do that, yeah. If the whole team is shiny.
A bunch of shiny legendaries. AKA a hacker's team, but I didn't actually hack. I don't even have a... Yeah, you even have shiny Melmetal, which hasn't been available in like a year or two now.
But then you couldn't get the Charizard from like the flying thing because you already have one.
True. At the same time, it's Charizard.
Everybody's gone still. Nobody's come back after that.
Why did my wife have to cut out those hype-up moments? We were hyped up from the shiny Charmander, and then the Wi-Fi cuts out.
Yeah.
I made sure that, like, the avatars aren't even on right now just because of the factor that no one's here, and also because I don't want to strain the computer too much after that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because my computer usually throws a tantrum when Wi-Fi cuts out. I got lucky this time. So it took a bit to get it to work. It's probably because I changed the antenna on it. Like, I still have them with me, like, just in case. But yeah, like, these were the... Oh, what happened? Just realized my camera went out. Dark, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, my camera is off. What happened to it? Okay, there we go. Fixed. Basically, these were on my computer before, and I switched into ones that are basically twice as large. So hopefully it works a bit better.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh, maybe they're getting blocked by all the wires. So I got bigger antenna that can kind of reach past all the jumble of wires. And it kind of works. Like, trying to get my computer back up and running usually doesn't take as long as it used to. I feel like I should get an Ethernet cable at this rate just because of how much it throws a hissy fit.
That probably would be a good idea.
Yeah, the modem is right next to me. It's in arm's reach almost. Like maybe next time it acts up for a long period of time, I'll try and find a cable and see if that fixes it. If it does, I'll just go Ethernet. Because I'm pretty sure Ethernet's also slightly stronger, isn't it?
It depends. It can be.
I mean, if it works, it works.
True.
I'm happy I at least got one Charmander, so I'm not as worried about breaking the chain just to do something else with this Switch now. Because at least I got some reward out of it.
Right.
Maybe I'd go back to it for the final one being a Charmander might be a good cinematic ending. Like we end on a famous mon.
You can end on Charmander.
It would be a funny one to end on. End on a well-known mon like Pikachu or a starter. Although I feel like Pikachu's gonna get called out at one point.
Yeah.
See, maybe I'll do that. I'll evolve one of these two that I get, whatever the better one is. And then I'll make, that situation.
You could do that. Even I feel like if Let's Go Pikachu, you shouldn't end on Pikachu.
Yeah, but... That's what I'm saying. Someone might call out Pikachu. Before then. Pikachu isn't exactly a bad hunt.
That is true.
I feel like a good one to go for might be something like Lapras, because, yeah, it's a rare spawn, but if we get the chain of 11 on it, they're gonna spawn like crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Let's see, maybe Lapras could be next? Switch routes over to a water area. Although, at that rate, I feel like I could go for Gyarados or Magikarp next, so that way I have the Surfmon. See, maybe we'll make that the next one. Next one could be Magikarp. Maybe a simple target. You can actually hunt Magikarp where Lapras is found, so who knows, maybe it'll just pop up while we're doing it.
Magikarp's in lot of different places.
I'm saying, if Lapras is one of the more rare mons, why not hunt in an area where it pops up? Although, Tentacle does spawn in the ocean. Is there a spot where Tentacle doesn't pop up that Magikarp does?
Where you catch Zapdos, outside there.
True, but that's a very tight route.
Yeah, but you can only find Dratini and Magikarp there.
There's no other routes?
I don't think so.
What about the biker trail? Isn't there water on the sides? Or oh wait, where Horsey's found? What about the spot where Horsey's found?
You know that might work.
The spot where Horsey's, I don't think Tentacle spawns there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I think you're fine then, yeah.
And Horsey, that's a pretty neat mon to try and phase on.
True.
So Magikarp's line will be next, and we get a Gyarados that we can use to hunt down Lapras. Because, also, Gyarados is faster and can reach into the sky a bit, so it could come in handy for that. We need to get more, like, Mons in the bottom. It looks fairly empty right now. We need to fill in gaps. Huh?
What did you put down there?
Every single Kanto shiny. When we find one, I put it in there.
But like, what's at the bottom?
A lot of the more grounded Mons. Like, when it's more filled in, it makes sense. Like, right now, if only a bunch of them missing, like, Arcanine looks like it's just, like, floating there. But when they're all there, I'm pretty sure there's, like, a bunch of Mons that are, like, right in front of it. Which is why it's kind of angled on the side so it fits.
Right.
You know, Sandslash, right there just floating in the center, it has things underneath it usually. Pretty sure Venusaur is a large one, and Snorlax as well. And I think Lapras is also a big one. I forgot where I put Gyarados, though.
I kind of want a second one to go up here now, so I can just forget about Commander.
What do you mean by the second one?
The second one should appear now. Just so we can forget about Charmander for a little bit.
Yeah, and we'll come back to it in the future, maybe.
Right.
Because then it's more of like a sense of like, once we get the chain up, it's gonna be a cinematic ending. Like, it's just keep popping up. It's gonna be here eventually. Then we get back to back, and I ruined that plan.
Yeah.
176 Charmander in. So, yeah, did you, like, think of a day that you would possibly want to do, Cuphead, by the way?
I don't know. Whenever something comes up, I'm not really sure a day right now.
Like, you said yourself earlier that we're running out of time to have more open schedules.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I really don't know, because I have things that just randomly pop up. And I know I'm not going to be able to do, like, pretty much at all. Next week.
If we go for that logic, the week after that would be, that'd be, like, late this month, right?
Yeah.
Which gets awfully close to school times. At least for me. Yeah, like, so until then, because it feels like it's going to be a while before we can even open up the possibility of Cuphead, what then?
Not sure.
Like, I'm running out of games. Or at least game ideas. I mean, there is that Monster Hunter Stories thing that SGT mentioned we could do.
Yeah,
But that would involve, again, like a semi-collab situation with you two.
Right.
Which at that point, why not just do Cuphead?
Do you not have any solo games that you haven't picked at all at your disposal?
I have a handful, but still, like, half of them I don't know what to do with. Because, like, I'm trying to stay back from Pokemon in some sense for, like, shiny hunting purposes. But at the same time, like, what games then?
You could always do your own, like, stream playthrough of Pokemon Plus.
But the game's not finished.
Um,
And I really don't want to go through the process of hunting down some of those mons again. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky with the double shiny Draxi situation.
yeah, that's true. And you don't have to restart though, you can just make another save file.
Are you able to have more than one?
Yeah.
Wait, then why haven't you done that to try and get the other starters? Could have just traded them over to me, then reset.
I didn't think about that. I guess we could do that.
Yeah, reset to get like a female Maz or a Findolf, and then bam.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. We could do that.
And you only need to do it for the lab ones because there's quests to get the other two.
Wait, an update.
Hmm?
It won't let me in because there's an update.
In what?
Flux.
Right now?
Apparently.
Check the Discord. Are you in that?
Yeah. I mean, not right now. Okay, there we go. And then I'll go here.
I'm in the Flux Discord because it can come in handy if you're trying to trade for certain things or get info about certain things you wouldn't know about.
Right. And I am back in my other save, which I have absolutely nothing. Except for my little purple bag.
That's the wrong color.
Oh, I wasn't shiny hunting on this one.
How dare you use a non-shiny?
I have my shiny one on the other file. This one's just a normal.
As Judge is snoring.
Probably just gonna delete this file anyway.
Yeah, dog is
After I
snoring.
get the- You know, maybe I should try and get purple, like a female of the bat too.
Like I said, those ones, it's not as big of a deal because there's quests I can give them. And I'm pretty sure mine's female. Like I got a female Luna Pup, and I'm pretty sure my minion is female.
Okay.
The only one I didn't get was my actual starter. Because the water type one I got is guaranteed to be female no matter what.
It's always female?
It's always female. If you want to get eggs for it, you gotta use another thing in the water egg group.
I guess it is the mermaid, so it makes sense.
It's more of a siren.
I mean, same thing. They're just evil mermaids.
They're just saying like an alligator is a skinny crocodile. Like they look the same, but they're not exactly the like same species still.
Well, they aren't technically a species at all. They're not real.
It's a mythical species. I'm saying it's just are all myths of mermaids just some random person having their body being eaten by a fish?
Yeah.
This is really just a human. Come on, yo, Charmander, you know you want to show up again. Join your comrade. It's all about timing.
I forgot how much talking they do at the beginning here.
Yeah, and how many resets did it take you to get Draxi?
I don't remember. Probably like a few hundred. I wasn't really keeping track though.
You weren't keeping track of how long you took at least?
Not exactly, but I know I was just every single time I looked at it and then pressed the reset button over and over.
In my case, I was watching YouTube on the side while I was hatching the eggs. And then when I got the spare eggs hatched, I was shocked to see a second one. So now I got two Draxi. Well, totally they're not Draxi anymore, they are evolved into their second stages, but still. Charmander will it take to get the second one?
Probably gonna go to like 200.
We're almost to 200. We're 4 off from it. I thought we were gonna get to 150 before, and then we got a few before that, so who knows?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Nope, it's a boy.
Just get a pair of scissors.
I don't want to do the shiny hunt again.
You must.
If I get the shiny again before I get the female, I'll annoy it.
Is that what you're doing? Were you going for the female and you just got that unlucky that many times?
No, I was going for the shiny. But I got a few times, but I wasn't looking for the female back then.
But if you manage to get a regional of the Firestarter, like female-wise, let me know.
What do you mean?
Because I have a male one of the Firestarter.
Okay. How many months? I don't want to look at Sky in battle 20,000 times again.
What do you mean, look at Sky?
That's what the person's name is.
Oh.
You wouldn't know that because you picked them.
I wonder if the nature's like acting any different between the characters, or they're just copy pastes of each other.
They're different.
Like, does Sky, quote unquote, like dash ahead in most cases?
What do you mean?
Because that's like some dialogue that was said about yours when I was playing as Sky. They said like he tends to go ahead a lot more often. So I don't know if he does that literally in yours.
That my character goes ahead more
No.
often?
When I was playing as the one with the blue hair, the nerdy one said that he darts off more often.
That's for sure.
That he says the blue one darts off, so I don't know if he's darting off in yours.
Oh, he does, yes. He always goes alone and runs away trying to get there first.
Oh, so yeah, it does act different. That's what. So, okay, makes some sense.
And the same way, where I'm assuming at the, I'm assuming that, at the place where they have to like look at the fossils and stuff, the nerdy guy stays there to read all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to do all that.
You have to stay there and decipher the like glyphs each time.
Like I have to. I'm the one that has to do the deciphering.
While your teammate pushes boulders.
My teammates aren't there. They can't read anything. They're like, yeah, you can go. We don't care about you. But you stay here and read for me.
Oh wait, so you're talking about at the museum?
Yes.
You had to go through that?
I have to freaking read things.
I did not realize that was a major difference. So, does that mean that Sky had a dragon when you met up with him already, or did you get the first dragon?
No, I get the first dragon, so. But he was the second one to get one. Like, literally right after.
And what about on the bridge, like at the very, very end?
I'm pretty sure for you it said something about the nerdy guy being the brother.
Yeah. And your end?
Yeah, for me it says my brother.
And the blue one?
He responds to him as the champion.
So they keep the titles, but change the story slightly each time.
Like he says at the end there, I understand he's your brother, but I won't agree with people that will, like, he responds to him as, you're talking to me as my family, not his.
It's kind of weird. Because that makes it feel like they made the blue character first and then had to twist the story to work with it for the other two.
Probably.
Wait, I wonder if it's gonna work then for the, like, Terra's end, because she technically gets injured on the path.
Yeah, I might have to...
Like, does she just cut out early and the other two go on?
Or maybe one of the other two gets injured.
But that does mean she did get injured in your path too, so...
Yeah, she did. I might have to do another playthrough with her, just to find out.
I mean, don't get half-bad starter.
Not. Yeah, when I might pick when I pick one of the
Luna Pup.
starters, I might pick that.
And just trying to hit Luna Pup.
I could.
That means that, technically speaking, they're making it harder and harder for themselves, so I don't blame them for taking forever to update, because you gotta realize, the path basically has branched, let's see, at the start it branches 3 times. Then at your, starter choice it branches again, making it go on to 6 different paths. Then it branches off 4 different times when you get the dragon choice.
Actually, at that point, I'm probably just going to pick, when I do that one, the other ones, right? Team with the lead people.
That too, it also then splits at the very end again. So in total, how many paths is that? So that's 3 times 2...
Too many.
No, wait, no. It's 3 times 3, because 3 star choices. Then it splits up again times 4 at the dragons. So 3 times 3 times 4 times 2. What does that equal?
3 times 3 times 2.
It's a 3 times 3 times 4 times 2.
3 times 3 times 4 times 2. 72.
There's 72 different paths that can be taken at that point.
No.
Yes.
Too many. That's too many.
Because remember, your rivals also gets a dragon choice, and it revolves around your pick.
That's true. No.
Alongside both starters.
Huh.
The path has 72 different outcomes as of right now, so it does. I'm not blaming him for taking years to make it now.
I mean, I feel like it's not. You don't have to change every single detail. It's probably just like a few tweaks at every point.
Yeah, like some dialogue options, or maybe a certain mon is following a trainer.
Yeah.
Or maybe at the one point, if you had to borrow them, maybe you like had to borrow the dragon. You have to make another one of those.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh wait, there actually is another split.
Where?
Drax's evolution, the second one. Remember, their evolutions are probably dependent on some factor.
That's true.
Because
Maybe
unless they're gonna literally keep them with the second stage the entire time, they won't be able. They're gonna have another evolution choice, which maybe that depends on the trainer. Because like your dragon choice can be different, and each trainer can be one of 2.
I wonder if I put this into GTS with a special code, and then I go to my other save file.
You'll be able to get it with a special code, yeah. And special codes make them unable to be seen by anyone else. That's how people do our. That's basically how quote unquote link trades are working right now. And that's why I'm also in the Discord. I link traded for my regional Draxi.
So even if it's the same person, like if it's both me, if I put it into the link trade, I can trade it to the other save file and doing that.
I think. You might have to make 2 like online accounts though. But it doesn't take too much. You don't need any requirements. Okay, the main key just to get down Mr. President.
Wait, when do I get to go online?
As soon as you get in the menu.
Yeah, I don't. When does that happen? I think I have to get my.
I think you have to get your 2 starters first.
I got my 2 starters.
Oh wait, no, it's when you like join the corporation, I think.
Yeah.
gonna take me a minute.
A little bit. Do I know to catch Pokemon? No. No, yes, I do.
Why did you select no?
No.
Why did you select no?
No, I didn't mean it. I know how.
Have time for now. Have fun with your tutorial.
No. Leave me alone.
You have to watch someone throw a ball at a bird.
No, it's the stupid rat.
The rat that haunts the Wonder Trade. But shockingly, I got pretty like good stuff when I was doing the Wonder Trades for all the Draxi. I did like a box's worth, and I got a few decent things. I even got 2 Draxi. And 2 of the Wonder Trades are somehow a mirror trade.
I didn't even check my abilities or anything, so I might have a hidden ability and I just don't know. No good point. At least you don't have to win the first rival battle.
But
Or, yeah, technically, the second one.
I mean, it makes sense to want to.
Yeah, but you don't have to. I'm just trying to get to unlock the online features. It doesn't really matter.
I mean, you probably move through the dialogue a bit faster.
Yeah, but it takes a longer time to train up to actually be able to win. Because they level up for things like level 8, and also have a third mon. Now it makes me think, do I really want to make too many paths on the design hunt?
That's one thing I was telling you that, like, are you sure you want to do that? That's a lot of extra coding.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like we should try and at least first downgrade back to Roblox to at least get a full force, like, story first.
I mean, you could, but the Roblox one kind of like bugged out a bunch.
Because you had it in a side quest of some sort.
That wasn't the reason, but maybe.
Like, even if you just get a base to start out with, maybe you can get some more supporters. Maybe you can find some, like, hidden people who have good talent with it.